Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. Yay! Almost done with the week. We have about 2 or 3 more sessions left together because school is wrapping up around the 18th, 19th, or 20th, depending on where your schedule falls with your assignment. So today is Wednesday, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you for all the people who love Star Wars. I have never seen a Star Wars. I know what they are. I just haven't watched them. I'm one of the unicorns. Let's see. We are going to finish up, or maybe not finish up, but we're going to continue moving on with inequalities because we did an intro last week, and I just want to get a little bit deeper into how they work and how you use them to solve on a graph today. Before we get started, I wanted to share, if I can, find my tools. There they are. I'm going to share my screen. I would like to show you where and how you can find all of the different documents that I'm about to show you. So if you log on to everything looks so crazy when I hit share. I hope I'm sharing. Tyreek, let me know in the chat if that's okay about joining the wrong one. I know, I just realized because I've had more friends telling me that they're coming to my classes and waiting for the host. And so I did not realize that each week it's I don't know if it's each week, but it's each class, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's class has a different link to get in. I thought I created one. Okay. I thought I created one that gets us into all 3 classes, but it's 3 different links for the 3 different classes. And I like it better the way it's like one time, one link. So once you have the link, you just come in anytime you want. But the way it's set up for me, I didn't realize that's what it did. So I apologize. Next year, I'm going to do better. Can you see my screen? I am sharing my Canvas page because it usually has like a box to show me what I'm sharing, and I don't see that. What do you see? Yeah, you see that? Oh, okay. All right, then I'm doing something right. All right, so this is our Canvas page where I put the live lessons under announcements each week, right? So it's not posted yet because the video that I'm gonna post for the class, we're making it right now, right? But I do preset them, so it's delayed that it won't drop until I add the link in there. So I just wanted to show, because it's got a lot of information. It's gonna be a lot of things on here that I'm gonna go through today. And I wanted to show you guys that you have access to download the same things and use them as a little cheat sheet or a study reference sheet, or download it to your computer. It's a study guide, okay? So I'm borrowing this from mathaids.com. And it's kind of like a handout that explains the inequalities, the symbols, what they look like, what they mean, what the graphing symbols are. I'm so sorry. I'm fine all day until I have to go live. And this is what we're going to work on a little bit today. Greater than, open circle is not equal to, but if it's closed in or filled in, shaded in like you do for those leak testing, then that means equal to. And if you have equal to, you have a sign underneath, the line underneath that shows that it's greater than or equal to. So we're gonna go into that a little bit more today in depth. It shows you how you use it for the addition property with an example, for the subtraction property with an example, for multiplication with an example, and then division, because there's different rules for different operatives. So it's all laid out here kind of nice. And then the transitive property, comparison, and that's about it, okay? So I really hope you're able to access this and download this to your computer and use it for when you're taking tests for inequalities, okay? What else is on here? The vocabulary cards are here. I always upload that on there for you guys too. So that's another study activity. And then I believe I put the activities that go with the vocabulary. So last week we did vocabulary, but I just wanted you to see that it's here on this week as well. So these are all practice resources for you to practice outside of this classroom if you're struggling with understanding how to do inequalities, okay? So last week we did vocabulary video. This week I would like to do Brainpop, okay? All right, let me know if you do not hear it. I know that you can see it, but I'm still don't see, it's still not looking like it's supposed to, so I can't tell. All right.
Well, it's not really called lobster hunting because we just set traps for them. Too small. Dear Tim and Moby, what is an inequality and how do I make one? From Lily. An inequality is a mathematical expression that shows the relationship between quantities that are not equal. Inequalities use a set of symbols that mean greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. There's an easy way to remember these symbols. You can think of an inequality symbol as a hungry, hungry mouth that's always trying to eat the bigger number. We use inequalities on the boat to figure out whether or not our lobsters are big enough. Now, there are rules in lobster fishing. To keep a lobster, its body, the carapace, has to be at least 8.26 centimeters long. The words "at least" tell us that we're dealing with a greater than or equal to relationship. If we call the lobster's measurement x, then x has to be greater than or equal to 8.26 centimeters. That means it can be exactly 8.26 centimeters, or it can be larger. Let's check it. 9 centimeters. 9 centimeters is greater than or equal to 8.26 centimeters, so we can keep this one. Oh, wait a second. This here's a female lobster, and she's got eggs. We have to put her back. Oh, that's not a math thing. That's a lobster fishing thing. Bye-bye. Whoa, what a monster. Not sure you want to handle that guy. This might be a good time to talk about the maximum size. Any lobster we catch has to measure at least 8.26 centimeters. That's the minimum size. But it has to measure less than 12.7 centimeters. If it measures exactly 12.7 centimeters, then it's too big. So this new lobster's length, which we'll call y, has to be greater than or equal to 8.26 centimeters, but less than 12.7 centimeters. 15.5 centimeters. That's greater than 12.7 centimeters. Sorry, Moby, this just isn't your day. Put him back in the water. Whoa, he's got you. Moby? Wow, are you all right? Well, give me your other hand. I'll help pull you into the boat. Oh, dear.
All right, I am not going to use the quiz today from Brainpop because I want to actually go through a couple of examples with you. So I'm going to minimize that and hopefully I figure this out. I thought I opened up these worksheets and I don't see them right now. Michaela, is that you today, sweetie? It says Dee Dee's iPhone and you don't have to change it. I just want to know who it is so that I can mark you. I don't want to turn on your mic. This is so weird. Where's all my stuff? All right. I don't know. I opened it all up, waiting for you guys to get here. Not a problem. I'll open it again. Then I'll have 2 copies open. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay. Everything looks so different when I turn the cameras on. All right. So just to go over a little bit more slower of what they were talking about in the video. Oh, where is the, oh, there it is. Okay. So remember in elementary school, where your teacher talked about the alligators or the Pac-Mans, however your elementary teacher taught it. The alligator or the Pac-Man is really, 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 really greedy, is always gonna go after the bigger number, okay? And depending on the direction that the mouth is facing is how you read the symbol, all right? So if it lets me annotate, that would be awesome sauce. It looks different every time I open this up. Let me see if it'll let me do it here. So the number 5 is greater than the number 3, right? If you talk about money or pizza or cookies or something you love, it'll help you click. I'd rather have 5 double stuffed Oreo cookies than 3, right? Especially if I have an ice cold glass of milk. So now the inequalities part adds on to what you learned in elementary school using these little equal signs, okay? So when you see a line underneath it, we're talking about solution sets. And a solution set means a group of numbers that can make the inequality true, right? When the equal sign, well, half of the equal sign or the greater sign is underlined, it's showing that the answer could be 5 or any number that's bigger than 5. So your solution set in the parentheses would be 5 or 6 or 7 or dot, 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 all the way up to infinity because numbers never run out, right? So you could keep going. And all of those numbers, you can pick any number. You could pick 1,000 and that would be correct because 1,000 is bigger than 3. You could not pick 4. I mean, you could not pick 2, I'm sorry. So 4 would, well, 4 you couldn't put there because it's not 5 or equal to. But 4 is bigger than 3. So it could be in it, but that's when you're graphing it, depending on where you're going to graph it when you have that equal sign. And that's where it kind of gets kind of confusing. So 2 1, -10, -100 and a million are not going to be part of your solution set because none of those numbers are greater than 3. 3 would be bigger than 2. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to make it make sense, but I hope I'm not confusing you more. So then the less than, just the symbol, the mouth. Oh my goodness. Faces that way. And that means the 3 would be here and the 5 would be over here. But your solution set would still be the same. It would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, I was sharing my screen. I don't know why you can't see it. Thank you for letting me know. But again, how about now? You can see it now. Awesome sauce. Okay, I hope that in the video you guys could see it too, because I was sharing the whole time. All right, hopefully if not, but now I know you can see it. So 5 is greater than or equal to 3. I would rather have 5 Oreo cookies than 3 Oreo cookies. The 5 is facing towards the left, and that means greater than. When the number, the mouth is open, facing the right, it's less than. Blah. And your solution set is any number that is bigger than the number 3. Okay, does that make sense? All right, it gets sticky when you have the little underline sign, because that means that the answer could be 5 or anything bigger than 5. When there's no equal sign, it starts at 6 when you're graphing, okay? So when you're graphing, the way to know if the equal sign is a part of the equation or not, the expression, is if we fill in the circle or if we do not fill in the circle, okay? So greater than is always traveling to the right, and less than is always going to the left for your traveling. And that's all I'm gonna do on this one. I want to show you one of the other handouts real quick. So when you're gonna write in algebraic form, you're saying y, if it says y is -8 or more, that means that y is greater than or equal to -8. Does that make sense? So that means on the solution set, -8 would be one of the numbers in the solution. 2.599 is less than z. That means that any number bigger than 2.6, really, 2.6, and anything after that is part of your solution set, because 2.6 and higher is bigger than 2.599. Think of it in money or cookies, or gold or jewelry, ice, diamonds, whatever makes you think of what you would rather have more of, so you know which way to put the sign, okay? So let's see if I can write on here again. A is more than -6. A is our variable, -16. That's a good try. That's a good try. Negative 16 is one of our constants. It's saying that A, we don't know what A is, but whatever A is more than negative 16. That means it's bigger than negative 16. So which way would the alligator want? Good job, Tyreek. Yeah. The big mouth is gonna go for the variable because it's gonna be more. The alligator, Pac-Man, whatever you prefer, wants to eat the bigger number, okay? So negative numbers, I hate to say this, is confusing because you're gonna think that that means negative 17 and it doesn't. Negative 15, negative 14, negative 13, negative 12 are gonna be bigger than negative 16 because the closer you're getting to the 0 on a number line is the bigger number, okay? When you're talking about negative numbers, think of it as owing somebody money. Is it better to owe Ms. Garcia $16 or is it better to only have to owe me a negative $15? Negative 15 means you paid me back $1. So you're not as in debt as you are. So with negative numbers, it's gonna be confusing. Take your time and think about it. Would you rather be in debt for $16 or for $4? So negative 4 would be bigger than negative 16. I hope that's making sense. All right, P is 12 3/4 or less, okay? So we have P, we have 12, and 3/4. I apologize now for how my fraction is gonna look. All right. And I love what you did. That's correct. I know you probably cannot do it because the symbol is not on your computer. But because it's saying that P is 12.34, 3 3/4, 12 3/4. That means that 12 3/4 is part of our solution set. So your mouth is correct, is going for the 12 because, oh my goodness, because the 12 3/4 is bigger than P, but we have to show that P is part of that 12 3/4 is part of the inequality, is part of the solution set. So it could be 12 3/4 and then 12 and 12 2/5, and all of those fractions going smaller is going to be what P is representing. So 11 3/4, 10 3/4, 9 3/4, those are all less than 12 3/4. All right, one more, because this is a decimal. Z is not less than 3.14. Z is not less than 3.14. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at mouse pad writing. It is not less. So if it is not less, that means that it's bigger. So what symbol would I use to show that Z is bigger than 314? Yes, you got it. You got it, you got it, you got it. The big mouth is going after the Z. That means that Z is 315, 3.16, 3.17, 4.4, 8.3. Anything that's bigger is a part of the solution set for Z. Z could be, because we don't know what it is, Z could be any of those numbers. All right, we are going to, oh, it doesn't show the answers. See how cheap they are when it's a freebie? But you were totally correct. I'm so proud of you. All right, so we got the idea of translating from words into our algebraic expressions. I think you got that part. Let's look at how we would graph these kind of equations. So I think I have one that's showing us. All right, so this is only 2 questions I was able to steal because it's not giving away all the good stuff for free, but that's okay. So this is what I mean by solution sets. There's a whole bunch of answers that could make that inequality true, okay? So if Y is what that symbol, is that greater than or less than 27? How would you read that symbol? Y. Symbol 27. Oh, you gave me the answer. Yes. Yes, 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 you're right. Because all of those numbers are smaller than 27. So the way to read that is Y is less than 27, less than 27. Y is less than 27. And all of the answers that could be part of that solution set are 25, 17, 0, because all of those numbers are smaller than 27. I am so proud of you. Good. All right, let's hit the road. Let's get it, niece. Number 20. Let's do number 2. 25 is, what's that symbol? Then H. How would I read that? 25 is what? Then H. Yes, 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 yes. There's one more though. Remember that equal sign makes it a little tricky. Yes, exactly. Because it says 25 is greater than or equal to H. 25 is part of the solution set. You got it. Yes, 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 yes. Good job. All right. Well, guess what? We're going to move on. We're going to see if we could graph. Okay. So back on our handout, greater than is open, greater than or equal to is closed, or greater than or less than, you keep the circle unshaded. If it's a greater than or equal sign, then you have to color it in or close it in, okay? And that's how they will know you know that you're including the number for that solution set, okay? So let's, so those examples that we did, this is why we have to graph them to show our solution set, okay? I'm gonna make this bigger. I hope that helps for you guys too, because I cannot see They got fancy on me with this. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see all this extra stuff here. All right, I think we could do single variable. They don't have single variable. Oh. Yeah, they don't have single variable. Okay, we'll solve it first. You're a boss at this. We'll solve them first. No problemo. All right. So this is gonna be a couple of steps, multi-step. So number one, what your PEM does, we have to solve what we can or combine like terms. Yes, Tyreek. Oh my goodness, you're on fire. 2 plus 7 is what? Yeah. So what it's asking us is if I can find my pen. Can't have it all, huh? Because I made it bigger, I lose my pen. Well, that stinks. I need my pen. All right, well, where is my, all right, let's see if I can use the other pen from the chat. All right, so X is greater than 9. Let's rewrite that. So where would I put my circle and what kind of circle would it be? Would it be an open circle or a shaded circle? Let's think about that. And then you can tell me where to put it. It's an open circle, absolutely. So what is the number that's on this number line that would make this true? X is greater than 9. X is greater. So it has to be a number that's bigger than 9. Absolutely. So you would put your open circle on the 10 and greater than travels to infinity and beyond to the right. So then I would draw my line. I'm sorry, I should have picked a darker shading thing here. Let's see if it'll make it thicker. So, goodness. Miss Wright and Miss everybody else makes this look so easy. All right, here you go. It's gonna keep going that way. So that means 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to infinity and beyond into the billions, trillions, gazillion numbers would all make this inequality true. Any of those numbers is part of the solution set, okay? And you're right, it's an open circle because there's no equal sign underneath this greater than sign. All right, let's move on to number 2. K is less than or equal to 12 minus 8. What's 12 minus 8? Yes. So do we use an open circle or a closed circle? Yes. And then where do I put it? Where do I start? All right, now this is tricky because it has an equal to. That means we're including the number 4. So where should I put my circle? Yeah. We're gonna put it on the 4 and we're gonna close it in And any number that is smaller than 4 is going to the left. So all of these, any of these numbers going this way is part of the solution set. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and then negative 1, 2, 3, 4, going all the way negative, even into the gazillions, okay? Because numbers never stop in either direction, okay? So here is what I was saying before, how the number line, the negative numbers, say this is -3 right here. -3 is there, but -2 is here. -1 is here. So the closer you are to the 0, the bigger that negative number is. So instead of owing $3, it would be better to owe $1 because it's closer to getting you to owe $0, okay? Let's do the last one, and then you get to practice on your own. I'm so proud of you. 5 plus 2 is greater than or equal to B. Yeah, 7 is greater than, Jesus, is greater than or equal to B. So is it a dot on the 7? Oh, boom. Okay, is it open or closed? Yes, you got this, man. I don't got it because I don't know. This pen keeps disappearing. All right, closed. Yep. So which way am I going? To the 6 or to the 8? For your solution set. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. All right. So 7 is better than or equal to 6 or 5 or 4 or 3. Oh my goodness, you got this. You are blazing at this. So if this was part of your, what do they call it, Alex assignments, go ahead and bust these out so you can get that grade in for those lessons, because I think you got a handle on it. I know it gets a little harder with decimals and fractions, but the idea is still the same. This is still the way that you do it, okay? All right, we're gonna stop here so that you have time to work on your quizzes, okay? I am stinking proud of you. Wow. You got it, you got it, you got it. All right, I'm gonna close that out. I apologize again for my terrible, terrible, terrible screenwriting. And here is your quizzes link coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm throwing it in the chat. Or you can use join my quiz. And the game code is 16313357. You get to practice on your own all that wonderful knowledge you've just shared with me. I'm gonna stop the recording, stop talking so you can concentrate. And when you're done, I will see you tomorrow. Awesome job.